Hi and welcome back. Firstly, some acknowledgements. I just want to acknowledge Andy's Man Club, who did a fantastic awareness raising bike ride over the weekend. About 20 guys I think went on that, and I happened to see them just as they were coming back into Halifax on their trip from Hull and cheered them on a bit there, so that was good effort to them. I think I mentioned it last time I was on with Laura, but she won the Sir Peter Thompson Enterprise Award 2017 a few weeks back, just as she was turning 21. A fantastic achievement. Really happy for my adopted little sister, as she's now become. A bit stressed I think at the moment, like all of us, with exams and end of year coursework. Also to Retrosafe and Mubashir and Jemana for launching their ladder stabiliser. I think that was last Monday, so good effort to them. Owen for being successfully selected for the year in enterprise at the University of Leeds, so he will have the next year to focus 100% on his business. He's also getting his marketing sorted. Andy, he's busy sourcing the gifts that are going to go into his product. And lastly, a new name, not actually an enterprise scholar with us at the moment, but part of the same kind of environment. Just want to thank her and Avanti for her tea recommendation. What have I got here? Got the coffee and amaretto. Can't read it there, can we? The mint chocolate tea. Very tasty, that one. I met her at the award dinner the other week. Talked about her product, had a look, liked it. I might have been a bit cheeky about it at dinner, but I take all that back, Georgina, if you're watching this. My business, quickly rapid fire through that. So my product development is ongoing, as you can see here. I had a direct approach I made to a potential first customer last Tuesday. That seems very close to coming off now, which is quite exciting. I had a deadline last week for one of my assessments, which was actually to write a business plan. I rather messed that up. I spent the first half an hour, after being 2 minutes late, handing it in, probably just speaking in swear words. A bit disappointed in myself, but there was reasons for that. Around midnight, the night before it was due, I had a complete kind of eureka moment around my business concept and actually looking at creating a market rather than moving into an existing market. And that just completely messed with my head. So although I'd done quite a lot of market research initially for that kind of assessment, there's still loads of work to do. At work at Harvest of Halifax, I got promoted. So from July, middle of July, I will be department manager in their expansion into the amazing Peace Hall. For anyone that can remember back, I think it was when I first started doing this in December last year, I was talking about how I'd found a way to speak to somebody or approach somebody, and I was very reluctant to really talk about that, but the way that relationship has developed, I'm sure that has something to do with where I've got to now. It was never my original intention to be looking at getting an actual job out of it, but it was more about just trying to help the business and get involved, and that's now happening. So because the remortgage has gone through, I have the money now to proceed with the work I want to do on my flat. I've had the architect round and that's going fairly well. So I've got now scale plans of the flat. I had the surveyor round today who's looking at the roof work anyway, so he was making some quite positive noises about what's happening with the roof. Looking to get new windows in, looking to move doors, coming up against building regulations issues, which is probably what I expected. It's a bit frustrating, but it's just something I'll have to try and work through. I've started my volunteer training at the Peace Hall, which is really good, really exciting. I'm still volunteering at Halifax Minster, so I'll be down there this Saturday for the West Yorkshire Police Band. I'm working on a project to develop a whole Windows theme for Harvey's around the heritage of the town when the Peace Hall reopens. I've been out scavenging yesterday with Torben. I brought back 4 12-foot plus lengths of wood, of timber, single pieces of timber, very heavy, very wet, very difficult to get into to the flat. I've got 2 of them in, 2 of them are still outside. They one day will be a fantastic dining table, so aren't we all excited to see how that's going to turn out. I've also got some bricks, as you can see there in the shot that I've just put up. One thing I didn't mention about the business is having a bit of trouble with customs. My latest consignment coming in from China seems to have been stopped about 5 times and still isn't in my hands. I haven't heard anything yet, but I'm sure because it's a larger consignment there's going to be some customs issues, but that's part of my learning. I knew it would happen. I know what the charges are going to be. The duty is coming in from China for that kind of product. So yeah, well, we'll just deal with that as and when it arrives. Good times. That was a bit longer than I expected. Catch you soon.